Japan will not host Chelsea and co at this year's Club World Cup as they give up on hosting due to COVID, with FIFA forced to look for a new home for the flagship club tournament. This year's FIFA Club World Cup will no longer be held in Japan as a result of the country's battle with rising COVID-19 infections. The Asian nation would have hosted the tournament for the first time for its centennial celebrations, but rising case numbers and the possibility of a limit on the number of spectators have now forced their hand. A statement on Thursday from the Japanese FA read, "The FIFA Club World Cup will not be held in Japan in December 2021 as a result of discussions between FIFA and the Japan Football Association, JFA, regarding the status of coronavirus infections and the current conditions for holding it." The FIFA Club World Cup was positioned as part of the JFA 100th anniversary commemorative project, but at this point it is difficult to predict the status of the coronavirus infections at the end of the year. Carousel doesn't exist. There are various restrictions, such as restrictions on the number of spectators. We have come to the conclusion that it is very difficult to hold the event in the midst of it. FIFA will announce an alternative host for the tournament, which is due to involve Champions League winners and Premier League giants Chelsea. Japan has just concluded a busy summer of sporting action that saw the nation host the Olympic and Paralympic Games. There has been significant political fallout from the government's handling of the COVID-19 pandemic, including the choice to push ahead with the Games. Tensions came to a head when Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga announced he will be stepping down after just 12 months in office. The Japanese government extended their emergency COVID restrictions on Thursday in Tokyo and other regions until the end of this month to curb infections and prevent hospitals being overwhelmed. Announcing the extension, Suga said it was needed to shore up a medical system still stretched by serious cases even though new infections were falling and vaccinations were rising. Inoculation of all those who wish to be vaccinated will be completed in October or November, Suga told reporters. And from then, we will be able to ease restrictions by using proof of vaccination or testing results. Japan has been struggling with a fifth wave of the virus and last month extended their long-running curbs until September 12 to cover about 80% of the population. But the number of severe cases and the strain on the medical system have not eased sufficiently in Tokyo and surrounding areas to allow restrictions to be lifted. The measures will now stretch until September 30, including for Osaka in the west. About half of the population has now been fully vaccinated in Japan. Tokyo's new daily coronavirus infections totaled 1,834 on Wednesday. Japan has reported around 1.6 million cases and 16,436 deaths, but the death rate has declined in the latest outbreak. The 1% fatality rate compares with 1.6% in the United States and 1.9% in Great Britain. The Club World Cup looks to crown the greatest club side in the world and is usually held in December. There has been speculation it may be moved, however, until after the turn of the year due to the pandemic. Sportsmail has recently reported that Chelsea were mired in uncertainty in the bid to win the trophy for the first time because of the situation in Japan. Qatar is believed to be one obvious alternative venue after they held the delayed 2020 version of the tournament, which was won by Bayern Munich. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for up-to-date news from all around the globe. Thanks for watching. It was latest football news daily. Have a nice one, and see you in a bit.